Is there a category of spending that you find most people don't pay attention to and it creeps up on them? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I didn't know I spent that much on X. What would X be?
So the first one is housing. Because when you think about it, it's the largest expense that we generally have. So having it that the housing, becomes emotionally, like this symbol of who we are, that symbol of who we are is, where we live, for a lot of people. And then, so that's a big, big factor, right? So we really want to be able to work very hard on that, what makes the most sense. And if you were to live in XYZ town versus another town, or this neighborhood versus another neighborhood, is it that, you have each of your children has their own individual room, or can they have bunk beds? Whatever it would be, to be able to make sure that you're properly calibrating where you live to what resources you have. Foundationally, that's extremely important. And then, the next big thing is, what we drive, so having, another big expense, for people is, what you drive. So having a vehicle that's, safe, adequate, and then, gets you from point A to point B, rather than it has a certain emblem on it, that creates status, right? Then the next is, entertainment, where you're looking at, okay, how often do I go out? What am I spending my money on? Is it really, for, others to see that oneself is, something, versus what does it really nurture me, and does it nurture, the things that are most important to the values that we have for our family, right? So those things are so important. And then those things, when you start to calibrate them and really do what we call value bidding, so you say, what value do I put, for these things that I'm going to be, using my hard-earned resources for? I'm now going to be a lot more judicious about where I spend them, because, you know what? It's only a finite amount for most of us, mere mortals, from a financial standpoint. We only have so much, right? So having that you set it up that it's a value bid. I value this, so I'm going to bid for that, and I'm going to eliminate something else.
What's the best piece of advice that you could give somebody going through a divorce?
First and foremost, it's make sure that you look in the mirror and realize that you are an amazing, human being. That's the first and foremost thing for a person to be able to just, reflect, on who they are, and that they are an amazing person, and, they will do it. They've got the strength to do it, and absolutely will come out the other side, with, a better life than what they're getting away from.
I love that. Your piece of advice has nothing to do with finances. I think that's awesome. I did not expect that. I thought you were going to say, like, just do your budget already. We know you have to do it. Nobody wants to do their budget. Well, maybe you do.
Well, I do for sure. So, but that's the second piece of advice.
But your advice has nothing to do with finances. It's about self-love.
Yes.
This is why I love working with you so much. Everybody needs to work with you. You, Steve, and Jane, your whole team. You guys you feel good. You're awesome people.